Hi there, I'm Ken Thompson and I'm going to give you a quick demo of our new dilemma business simulation. So first of all, why is it called dilemma? Well, dilemma is a hard choice. It's a choice between two things where you really don't want to make a choice, you want to do both. And why is that important? If you study top managers and leaders, you'll find this is where they really excel. Whenever they get dilemmas, they're generally able to resolve dilemmas in a more effective way than mere mortals. So this simulation puts teams together, 6 teams who are running major businesses in head-to-head competition, and throws a series of dilemmas at them to see how well they do. So in this example, we're running 6 major coffee shops over a 4-month period, and we're trading on month by month. Now, these major coffee shops are all in a high street, and if somebody buys 1 cup of coffee, they're not going to go to your competitor and buy a second cup. So it's a kind of win-lose simulation. You're in the same simulation. If you gain market share, you must have gained it from a competitor. And there's 2 types of dilemmas teams will encounter here. There's operational dilemmas and situational dilemmas. So let's first of all look at operational dilemmas. So each of the teams have a private input device for putting in their results. So they don't want the other teams to see their results until they're in, so that it's totally fair. So I'm going to be Team A here, and Team A has a little controller that they put their decisions in with. And let's look at the operational decisions or operational dilemmas first. So the first thing is they've got to decide their price for their coffee, and obviously that's going to impact how much market share they get. Secondly, they actually have 3 products. They've coffees, iced drinks, and premium teas. And each month the market conditions change. For example, say the month was exceptionally hot. I might decide to prioritize on my iced drinks, and I might decide to reduce the effort in my premium teas. So I've got a marketing promotion budget, and I'm saying in this month I'm going to put most of it in iced drinks and take some away from premium teas. And that decision would likely change each month. So I have to read the market briefings to reach that decision. So the next decision is strategy. I have to pick a strategy. We give you a choice of 4 classic strategies. I'm going to go for excellence. So the simulation, when I submit my decisions, will see if it likes my decisions. And one of the things it will do is check, is my strategy the same as everybody else's, or is it differentiated? If all 6 coffee shops have a product excellence strategy, then there is no differentiation. So sort out my strategy, but strategy is only the start of it. The second challenge is what they call the execution problem. Most strategies are not well implemented, and you implement your strategy through your management priorities. In this case, I'm going to pick high quality product procurement, and I'm going to really work on my brand and identity to go with a product excellence strategy. Also note, my pricing would also need to be consistent with a product excellence strategy. If my price is lower than everybody else's, then I won't be able to successfully implement a product excellence strategy. So those are the kind of what I call operational decisions or operational dilemmas that each team have got to make. But that's only half the story. So we go back into the main simulation screen, and we have an e-documents, a simulated email folder that each team is getting. And that's giving them basic news on what is happening inside their organization and outside their organization. And in month 2, our organization's having a big push on innovation, and I'm getting lots of little updates coming through on innovation. For example, we're doing an off-site innovation workshop, and this information can go to every team member's mobile phone as well. So it's very inclusive how people get this information. So these updates come through, and right at the end, before I put my final decisions in, I've got to then make a judgment call also on some key statements about innovation. and I am presented with 4 statements. In this case, statement about innovation planning, a statement about new product development, a statement about doing some competitive analysis, and a statement about a particular new product development and how new customers will access the upcoming product information. And I've got to rank each of these in one of 3 ways. First of all, if I agree and I think that's a good decision, I give it a red light. If I'm not so sure, it could be a good decision, but only if we did it this way, I give it an amber warning. And finally, if I think that is not a good decision, it is not good practice, or it may be unethical, or it might even be legal, I mark it as a red flag. We're definitely not going to do that. So if I go back to my decisions again, you'll see then I've got a little bit of my decision controller. It's called key business decisions, and I go in and I flag the decisions, a red, an amber, and 2 greens, and I then submit my decisions, and I get feedback that my decisions have been successfully sent back to the simulation. Then we go back into the main simulation screen, which is normally projected so everybody can see it, and we hit the submit button. And after a drum roll, we get a set of real-time decisions which says how the 6 teams have done. We see the different prices, we see who's won and lost market share, we see the sales revenue story, and more importantly, we see the net profit story. So those are the financial indicators of success, but that's not the whole story. On the right-hand side, then, we have a reputation score for each company. And for example, if you cross a red line, your reputation will drop, and you may also take a hit in the period on your financial numbers as well. Also, the other decisions are important too, and this gives the teams a score for their organizational health. So this side of the screen is financial decisions, the other side of the screen is non-financial results. So then we display the screen to the participants. We can also display it in numbers format for people who like numbers, and you can see also we're identifying who's done well, and we're also identifying trends, what has gone up and what has gone down. And even more importantly, for each team we have a series of insights. There's 6 different insights in terms of how well the simulation liked the decisions that teams were making. Mix boost, did they get a boost because they mixed their product well for the conditions of the market? Was their strategy differentiated? How well did they do with those situational dilemmas? Was their execution good? Was their price and their strategy consistent? And are they developing customer loyalty? So this is the dilemma simulation. It throws operational dilemmas and situational dilemmas at 6 teams who are working in a pressure cooker, high pressure, high time pressure environment to see what they really do under pressure. Thank you.